Good evening and welcome to the Charlton Board of Selectmen's meeting for April 26, 2016. I'll ask that we begin with the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our agenda for this evening will consist of review of the minutes of the Selectmen's regular meeting of April 12, 2016, which will be followed by community relations, announcements, and open forum. We do not have anything under appointments or resignations this evening, and we do have a 6:45 scheduled appointment with the Relay for Life. We have two items under new business, a site plan application for Kamasi Masonry Supply, and the second item under new business is the 2016 Scholarship Awards. Two items also under old business, Liberty Utilities Letter of Support and the annual town meeting warrant articles final for approval. We will then follow that with any committee reports or policy reviews that may be ready by the board. We will have our student select persons report, our town administrators report, and we will then hear any other business that may come before the board that was unknown at the time of the posting of this agenda. We will have executive session, and we will be exiting executive session solely for the purpose of adjournment. And just a couple of announcements here before we get to the regular announcements. The annual town election is coming up on May 7th, 2016. We do ask that everyone come out and vote. The next regular selectmen's meeting will be on May 10th, 2016, and the annual town meeting will be held on May 16th, 2016. So please mark those dates down, and please do come out and participate in both the election and the town meeting, and the selectmen's meeting, should you choose to. I would entertain the wishes of the board with regards to the minutes of the meeting of April 12th.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Zafirovich.
I move that we accept the April 12th meeting minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there discussion on the motion? None appearing. All those in favor?
Aye.
Abstain.
Opposed? Chair votes aye. Motion carries 3 ayes, 1 abstention. We do have some announcements. I'm going to start with this one. This really big announcement.
Will you show the camera how pretty it is?
It's a very beautiful poster, and I'm going to cover over what I thought that was in the lower corner. And this is called Art Through the Ages, Lighting Up the World. The Dudley Charlton Regional School District Annual Art Show for grades K through 12, which will be held at Shepherd Hill Regional High School on Friday, May 6th, 2016, from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. Again, the Dudley Charlton Regional School District Annual Art Show for all grades, including kindergarten through 12th grade, will be held at Shepherd Hill Regional High on Friday, May 6th, 2016, from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. And thanks want to go out to Janet Malser Humanities Trust, the Dudley Cultural Council, Dudley Women's Club, the Dudley Charlton Educational Foundation, and the Charlton Cultural Council. And if you want any more information on that, you can call. We'll keep this in the Selectman's office. You can call the Selectman's office if you have any questions or want more information on that. We will be having National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day will be happening on Saturday, April 30th, 2016, from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Charlton Police Department on 85 Masonic Home Road. So if you have any drugs around your home that you're not sure what you should do with, you want to get rid of, you can just bring them up and drop them off at the police station. The Charlton Earth Day Cleanup and Festival is being held also on Saturday, April 30th, 2016. Cleanup is all day. The festival is from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. And you can visit www.townofcharlton.net for more details. There is a candidates night. Town elections are coming up, as we said. There is a candidates night on May 4th at 6 p.m. at the Charlton Public Library. All candidates running for office, contested or not, and potential write-ins are encouraged to attend. Also that evening of May 4th at the library, the Government Study Committee will be having a presentation on their findings and recommendations. This will be an update for the public and local officials prior to the formal presentation at town meeting. Questions from the audience will be welcomed by Steve Coleman Jr., Chair of the committee, and committee members. Saturday, April 30th, 2016 is the last day to obtain an open burning permit. Visit the fire department webpage for more information at, again, www.townofcharlton.net. The Charlton Old Home Day Committee would like to reinstate old-time activities like the bed race, musical chairs, etc. prior to the parade and before the music. They need a town group or committee to sponsor the event and set it up. Most events will take less than an hour and only need a few people to organize them. There are lots of clubs and organizations in town. Perhaps one could step up to perform this vital and most missed fun at Old Home Day. This year is the 100th and 20th anniversary, and if you have interest in any of this, you can contact Kathleen Walker at the Old Home Day Committee at oldhomeday@charter.net or call 508-248-2200, extension 2408. And again, as we announced earlier, town election is being held on Saturday, May 7th, and that is taking place at the Heritage School on 34 Oxford Road. And the polls will be open from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m., so please do get out and vote. A reminder from tax collector Lucia Blanchette, real estate and personal property taxes are due by Monday, May 2nd, 2016. Per Mass General Law, payments received after May 2nd are subject to an interest rate of 14% per annum and a penalty of $10 per bill. And from the fire department, if you have gas that you're storing for any purpose, store it outside, not in your garage or basement. Gasoline or propane may act violently with an ignition source. Springtime is a great time to take this simple precaution. Do we have any other announcements? Do we have anyone here for open forum? Man, if you want to come up. Oh, David, could you put the mic back? Could you run the mic over that table? Yeah, that's perfect. There you go. If you would introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Linda Davis, resident of Charlton, Ramshorn Road, and I'm on the Earth Day Planning Group, and I just wanted to come and say a few more words about Earth Day. I think some other people have been in previous to me, but we keep trying to get this out there to the public. A couple of things about our Earth Fest this year that were not mentioned in the press release because I wrote it and forgot. There is going to be the Charlton Police car seat safety checkpoint in front of Town Hall. So if you have a child in a car seat, you can come and the police will check it, make sure it's right, and if it's not, they'll fix it. So that's a great service. Also, the Boy Scouts are going to be having a bottle and can drive during Earth Fest set up next to the car seat collection. So if people have lots of bottles or cans and they want to give them to a good cause, bring them down with you when you come to Earth Fest and give them to the Boy Scouts. Also, the Earth Fest has a lot of activities. They're all free. We want people to get out and pick up the trash on the roads of Charlton. We had our final planning meeting this week, and one of the participants came and said that she got up on Monday, and over the weekend, somebody took 16 tires and left them out in the green area off Cranberry Meadow. So this kind of stuff is happening in town. So this is our day, our time, when we could pick up this kind of stuff and get rid of it free of cost because Casella's donating the dumpster. We just need people. We need people like yourselves, Board of Selectmen, to get out and get one of those yellow trash bags from the senior center and go out and pick up trash. Our pet show that we have every year, unfortunately, our flyers just got out to the schools today. We don't have a lot of registrants yet for our pet show, and I'm hoping people will come forward and register their pet. The cutoff was supposed to be tomorrow, but we're going to extend that till the end of the week. So if you're watching at home and you have a child with a pet and you'd like to enter that pet, bring it down to the common, and your kid could go home with a trophy that they will treasure forever, I'm sure. If there's anything that you all have any questions about the Earth Fest or the Earth Day, do you all know any questions at all?
Comments?
We're all well-versed.
The chief has been here on a regular basis.
The chief has been here, yes, he has. He is part of the Earth Fest Planning Committee. He has been every single year that we've had this, and his support has been wonderful. So we hope that people will come out, not only to pick up trash, but come down to the common, learn a little bit about how you can be a better environmental citizen. Whatever benefits Charlton benefits the planet. We're all part of the same, we breathe the same air, we drink the same water. It doesn't matter where you live, it all gets mixed in together in the atmosphere, in the groundwater. So we all need to work together for the benefit of everybody.
Linda, if someone wants to sign up to pick up trash on their road or has questions, who should they contact?
They can go to the website, there's thetownofcharlton.net, on the Earth Day page, there's a link to contact, or they can call me, 508-615-3568, if they want to. Maybe I'll get some calls, I don't know. Hey, yeah, you're free to call me if you have any questions. You can just sign up that day. You can go online, sign up ahead of time, or you can show up at the senior center 8 o'clock to noon and pick up your bags. After noon, they kind of shut down the senior center, but the dumpster's behind town hall all day. So as long as you get those bags, you can get out there, pick up the trash, and bring it in. And hopefully Charlton will be looking prettier after next weekend. So thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you for your work on that.
You're welcome.
Do we have anyone else here for open forum? Then we are right at 6:45, so we will go to our 6:45 appointment regarding the Relay for Life. Ms. Craver?
Yes, sir. The Relay for Life team is asking the board for permission to paint the town purple for 1 week in May. What this means is putting purple ribbons and signs up in town, inviting people to Relay for Life on June 17th. They are working with the building department on the signs, and we've scheduled them for 6:45.
And I'm
My
gonna
guess-
go out on a limb and say you're here for Relay for Life. If you come up and introduce yourself, please.
Absolutely. My name is Joanne Chanel, and I live here in Charlton. I'm the community chairperson for the Relay for Life Greater Southbridge area, which encompasses Charlton. So this year, we want to paint the communities purple. So we've invested in the purple ribbons, and they all say Relay for Life on them, so they're all marked, each ribbon. And I've talked to Nancy Shields, and I can have the sign made for your community board, the new community board. So ARC down in Southbridge will do that for us. And we'll get that up, and
And
that would be the only sign.
could you talk a little bit about Relay for Life and
Oh, absolutely.
For
Relay
people
for
that may
Life
not
is a
know?
community event, and it's a huge fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. We're celebrating our 19th year here in the community for the, Relay for Life. And we raise typically $200,000. We're hoping by next year, our 20th anniversary, to have raised $4 million.
wow?
And that money goes here to the community, the research at UMass, the Hope Lodge in Worcester, the Road to Recovery rides, the Look Good, Feel Better program. I actually facilitate that down at the Harrington Hospital. So we have a lot of things that are available to cancer patients and their families, of course. So the Relay is an overnight event. It starts at 6 p.m. with the survivor dinner at 4 p.m., and any survivor can come and enjoy the meal, and then do the survivor lap at 6 o'clock. And then the teams hit the field, and we walk around the lap for the next 18 hours, 8 till noontime on Saturday.
And what you're proposing, what you're asking is you want to be able to put ribbons and signs up just around, ribbons around trees and telephone poles and any places, signposts and...
Yes, so that folks are aware of Relay for Life. We feel that this will motivate people to start coming down, more people to come down and join us at the Relay for Life.
And is there a time frame that you hope to keep them up for?
Yes, when I talked to Nancy Shields the other day for the signs, I gave them the wrong date. But May 14th, they would go up, and they'd only stay up a week.
Okay.
And they would come down, and the same people who put them up will come down, will come and remove them all.
Do you have any other questions or comments from the board? Then I would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Singer?
I would move to approve the signs going up for the time frame specified.
Second.
We have a motion and a second discussion on the motion.
Does that include the ribbons as well?
Yes.
Any further discussion? Not appearing, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Chair votes aye, motion carries unanimously.
Thank you so much. I
Thank you
hope
for
to
your
see
work
you
and
all
good
down
luck
there.
with it.
Oh, thank you.
So So we will move on to new business. The first item under new business is a site plan application for Kamasi Masonry Supply. Ms. Craver?
Yes, sir. The planning board has provided you with a copy of a site plan application submitted by McClure Engineering Incorporated on behalf of Kamasi Masonry Supply to construct a 3,600 square foot new building for the storage of masonry supply products for their business located at 23 Trolley Crossing Road. The said property is zoned residential small enterprise. You are asked to review the plans and submit any comments you may have no later than Wednesday, April 27th.
Thank you. If anyone has any comments, questions they'd like to do public, if not, I saw the plans are on our table in the office, and anyone can take a look at them if they have an interest.
I'm just surprised it's not a solar farm.
We'll take ones that aren't solar farms,
Preferred.
because we may end up with a solar farm on the roof of the new building, but.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, then we will move on to our next item under new business. Ms. Craver, the 2016 Scholarship Awards.
Yes, sir. The scholarships awarded by the Board of Selectmen are the Jesse Smith, the Nehemiah Stone, and Edwin Phillips Cooking Scholarship. The Colby Scholarship recipient is chosen by the Colby family members. 2 scholarship applications have been received, which have been placed on your desk for review. One for the Nehemiah Stone Scholarship and one for the Jesse Smith Scholarship Fund. Each application is numbered so that, as in the past, when the motion is made to award the scholarship, the student's name is not revealed. The motion should be made to include the number of the applicant this year. We would like to ask the board to award the scholarships at $200 each. The award is based on the interest earned for each scholarship. These scholarships will be awarded to the students at their graduation ceremony. The following, and then we have a motion recommended for you if you approve, and once awarded, the students would be provided with a letter noting the award and that the award will be given to their school upon receipt of their first semester report card.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Zafirovich?
I move that the Board of Selectmen award you 2016 scholarships as follows. Number 1 for the Nehemiah B. Stone Scholarship in the amount of $200, and number 2 for the Jesse Smith Scholarship in the amount of $200.
Second.
And
Yep.
just for the purpose of discussion, I think the last couple of years, because the market has not been very good, we've only been able to offer $100, and this year we've been able to double it to $200.
Great. That's a textbook for somebody, huh?
Yeah, maybe. Most of one.
Most of one. We do have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on the motion? None appearing. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Chair votes aye. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we go to old business. Our first item under old business is Liberty Utilities. Ms. Craver?
Yes, sir. Selectman McGrath is not here, and I had some comments with Liberty Utilities, and they've also asked for this to hold until next week, if that's okay.
If there are no objections from the board, we'll hold this till our next regular meeting.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we will move on to the annual town meeting warrant articles.
Attached is the annual town meeting warrant for your review and approval. I need to have the warrant posted by April 28th, which would be this Thursday, and would ask the board to finalize the warrant tonight. I believe we've gone over everything. I haven't really made any
I just got
major
any
changes.
substantive changes since last time?
No,
Okay.
sir. We did have an issue with one of the petitions. They had put the petition together with the language. They had talked with the planning board. Unfortunately, they had separated the signatures from the language because they had time to submit it before tonight's meeting. We've been able to correct that deficiency, which seems only fair, and it is here.
Thank you. Any questions from the board on the warrant articles or the warrant itself? If there are none, then I would,
And, Mr. Chair, would you
Ms. Craven.
like me to also set up an appointment with you with TV Charlton to go through all the warrant articles? And if, also for the purposes of people at home, if you would like me to just read through them again, I would be glad to.
if you want to read
If
through
you
with,
would like to.
without the meat of the actual article itself, just the title, and yes, I would be appreciative if you would set up a time for me to read it with Drew.
Certainly, sir.
I'll just read through them quickly if you want, okay? So the annual, FY17 annual town meeting warrant articles list. Article 1 is the election. Most of these early ones are just housekeeping issues. Article number 2 is acceptance of the town reports. Article number 3 is litigation. Article number 4 is appropriation of funds for unpaid bills of a prior fiscal year. Article 5 is intra-departmental transfers for FY16. Article 6 is the town budget. Article 7 is the water department budget enterprise fund. Article 8 is the sewer department budget enterprise fund. Article 9 is PEG access and cable-related fund acceptance and budget. Article 10 is transfer of funds to and from stabilization fund account. Article 11 is capital items and related contracts. Article 12 is cemetery perpetual care. Article 13 is reauthorization of revolving funds. Article 14 is classification plan update. Article 15 is the report of the Government Study Committee. Article 16 is deed in lieu of foreclosure. Article 17 is a zoning bylaw, commercial for a storage facility. Article 18 is a zoning bylaw change for a village district zone change. And Article 19 is a zoning bylaw, use regulation, livestock change. And then we have Articles 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25, which are all citizen petitions. And once again, for those watching at home, we will be posting a reading of the warrant articles. So if you have questions on that, watch your cable access, and we will have that up fairly soon. And I believe the finished warrant will be posted online as well, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you can also go on www.townofcharlton.net, and the warrant will be there, so you can read through if there are any warrant articles that you have questions on.
And Mr. Chair?
Ms. Craver?
I'm noticing, looking in the back, that it appears that we may have some technical difficulties. If that's true, if the paper does an article, if they would state that we acknowledge that there was technical difficulties, and if anyone had an interest and couldn't hear or see anything that we were doing, to please contact my office, and I'd be glad to give them the information, make sure they get the information.
Plus the video on demand should be working.
The what?
The video on demand will work.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
great.
It's
Thank
going
you.
out to the public like that. I checked home, and that's how it's.
That's what it looks like.
And Debbie LaPlaca looks like she's working.
Is
just
it
fine.
actually taping though?
Yes, it's, I checked
Appropriately.
downstairs and it looks fine on the recording, so it
Okay.
should be good there.
Okay,
And
great.
Thank you.
just to be clear, our cable person Drew Anderson said that if you go onto towncharlton.net and look at the on-demand, you'll be able to view this meeting.
TVCharlton.com, sorry.
tvcharlton.com
Yeah.
without the flashing screen.
Terrific.
There's actually subliminal,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be subliminal advertising,
Go
but
vote.
it's not working
Go
properly.
vote, go vote, exactly. I would entertain a motion by the board to approve the town meeting warrant.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Zafirovich,
I move that we approve the town meeting warrant as written.
do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on the motion? None appearing, then all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Chair votes aye. Motion carries unanimously, and Ms. Craver, thank you for all your work in putting the warrant together for this year.
You're welcome, sir.
Do we have any committee reports or policy reviews for this evening? None appearing, we will move on to our student select persons report. Ms. Ross?
Alrighty, so we had our April vacation last week. It was April 18th through the 22nd. It was a good time for students to take the wrath of their third term report cards. The foreign language trip was last week as well. They went to London, Madrid, and Barcelona on the foreign language club, and that was the entirety of the vacation. And they got to see many sites, and I heard it was a very great success. And the favorite was Barcelona. Let's see, the drama club, they're hosting a show this weekend actually. It's called Guys and Dolls. It's Friday and Saturday nights at 7 p.m. and it's $10 for adults and $5 for students. Just under 2 weeks ago, the first track meet was held at Carmignani Field.
There you go.
There we
that's it.
go.
Carmignani, that's
It's
it.
always a
There you
mouthful.
go.
It was one of the first ones held at Shepherd Hill, especially on the new fields.
the
They
new
got to use
fields.
the new turf and the track and everything.
How'd that work out?
It went pretty well.
Good,
Yeah.
good, good.
The band is actually, they just got back from Disney World. They got to perform at Magic Kingdom, their whole show, so that was a really good opportunity for them. They went over the break, obviously. Then there's a spring chorus concert on May 4th at 7 p.m. May 6th is the district-wide art gala, as you said earlier. It's from 4 to 8 p.m. And May 7th is the SAT test session at Shepherd Hill, bright and early. AP exams will be distributed through the week of May 2nd through the 12th. They're starting next Monday. And the selling of prom tickets began today. Juniors are putting on the World's Awaits on May 21st from 6 to 11 p.m.
Terrific. Busy time.
Yeah, it is.
Any
Fun time.
questions? Yep. Any questions for Ms. Ross? Thank you very much. Ms. Craver?
Well, as you know, you don't have an official town administrator report. I was out last week. But I do have some things that have developed mostly
Good.
today.
Mostly today, exactly.
Good things?
We've had a busy day.
Well,
We met with Casella this morning with the town manager of Southbridge and the owner of Casella, and just had a conversation about what was going on. One thing we thought that's important to let residents know is that they are looking at the possibility of putting the water in. At their last report, they hadn't actually said that. I'm not saying they're putting water in, but they're doing some preliminary work and some modeling for
as to
water.
what would be involved in putting
Right.
water in.
So, for those who may think there's no movement, there's actually, there is some design work and looking at it. Certainly, the responsible person who would be paying this has not been determined, but they are moving along to see what it would take to put a water line up there. Regarding Gulfwood, the town of Charlton and town of Southbridge have been meeting on solutions. I think that they've done some of the boring tests, and they've confirmed that there is muck there. So, they are looking at finding some pricing and costs associated with putting guardrails up.
Did they do any exciting tests, or just all boring tests?
Since I'm not an engineer, I'm not sure I would answer that in the affirmative.
I was thinking that same thing, but I was gonna say it.
I'm sure Jerry would be glad to share it with you. Regarding Exxon, they have met with Mass DOT regarding Route 169. I had contacted them after we had signed the agreement in principle. They got a meeting together quick, which is very encouraging. I believe that Mass DET already has a contractor on site, and for Exxon to be starting to put some of the infrastructure in place that's gonna be required to do the loop. They could be working with Mass DOT and that contractor as a change order and getting that water line in. So, I'm happy to report that appears to still be possible. Exxon's also putting together a community informational session, and today I got an email. I think that it's tentatively scheduled. They're still starting to ask people if it's okay. They're checking with the school to see if it's available from June 8th. So if you can put that in your calendar, and we'll make sure that the public gets that information. And Millennium, we had a successful meet and greet tonight with the new owners of Millennium Power Plant. As you remember, Mark Jen had different owners. Talon Energy has purchased Millennium Power Plant. Their vice president and district operations manager came out and met with us, met with department heads, and it was I think it was a good affair.
I agree.
It was definitely a good turnout on our side, and they answered a lot of good questions and very professional.
Yes, so we look forward to continuing a very good, positive relationship with them and having them as part of our community partnerships. And that's all I have at this time.
Thank you. Do you have any questions for the town administrator? Do you have any business to come before the board that was unknown at the time of posting? Right. Mr. Vice Chair?
Yes, Mr. Chair. I move that we enter executive session on the Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21, for reasons, number one, to discuss the reputation, character, physical condition, or mental health, rather than the professional competence of an individual, or discuss the discipline or dismissal of, or complaints or charges against a public officer, employee, staff member, or individual, for reason number three, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigation position of the public body, and for reason number six, to consider the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real estate if the chair declares that an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the negotiation position of the public body.
Do you have a second? We have a motion and a second. We'll go by roll call vote. Mr. Zafirovich?
Aye.
Ms. Cooper?
Aye.
Mr. Singer?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. We are and the chair declares that an open meeting would have a detrimental effect on the negotiating position of the public body. We will exit executive session solely for the purpose of adjournment. And please, one last time, our annual town election is May 7th, 2016. Please do come out and vote. The annual town meeting will be on May 16th, 2016. Please do come and participate. And the next regular selectmen's meeting will be on Tuesday, May 10th, 2016. Thank you and good night.